Girl, I go wait, 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 I go wait, yeah, I go wait, 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 I go wait, yeah, a million times, baby. I go there for you if you there my side.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Boom Convo on Boom Play. And in the house is Mr. Rich and famous Praiz. Good to see you, man. How you doing?
I'm blessed, bro.
All right, now, I'm really good. Now let's just get straight into it.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about Project Fame. Yes, let's talk about Project Fame. Yeah. Now, looking at your time in Project Fame and now to this very moment, what are the things that you're most grateful for?
I'm most grateful for the opportunity to be on the show, because I won't even lie to you, bro. It gave me foundation for my music. It also built a fan base for me. It's something that a lot of people have to struggle to get or attain. You know, I mean, I had that at the plateau of gold. You know, so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the knowledge to be able to perform, to be able to sing right. You know, so many things to be grateful for.
So now, from that time to this moment, you released 3 studio albums. I mean, your third studio album, Reckless, was released just a few days ago. So could you tell us how long this album has been in the making, and do you even remember the day you started to record the album?
So this album took me 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I started working on this album. Funny enough, I was working on 2 projects at the same time.
Okay.
Lockdown happened. Lockdown happened, and I started working on an EP, To the Moon EP. And immediately I was done.
You started. The creative juice just kept flowing.
It was. I mean, I think that's one of the things I'm grateful for during lockdown. Music actually saved me that period, because I was just started recording. After the EP, went straight into the album, and I literally finished the album actually this year.
Okay. So a little over 2 years.
Yeah, a little over 2 years.
That's really cool, and I say well done, good job.
Thank you,
and congratulations on your release.
Thank you, bro.
Now, still on the album Reckless, before you released the album, perhaps even after, did you feel that anxiety familiar with a lot of artists when they're about to release a body of work? Was there a phase of anxiety?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you don't have that feeling, then I feel you're not ready to give your fans the best music. I mean, it's good to be confident, but it's also good to have that adrenaline rush. And
okay, the memories.
I changed my release dates a couple of times.
Right.
And at first, the first date I wanted it to be out that period, but things just kept happening, and I'm one person who believes things happen for a reason, in as much as it doesn't go according to our plan. You know, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean, it definitely is happening for a reason, a good reason, you know. And eventually I put out the album, and like, it's been amazing. It's been super amazing. The support has been real. The reception has been amazing. And I mean, above all, I'm really glad that I can put out music that my supporters and fans are proud of.
Yes. So when it comes to collaborating with artists, do you have like a board where you write the names of the people you want to work with, and you're like, oh, number 1, Yemi Alade, number 2, you know, like that? Or how did it come about, really? How did you select these people to join you in making Reckless?
When I want to make a record, I already make it in my head. It's finished already in my head. You know, so I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm making an Afrobeat song, not an Afropop, an Afrobeat song. There are only 2 people, 3 people, obviously, that would be my go-to, which would be Femi Kuti, Sean Kuti, Madi Kuti.
Right.
I mean, automatically that's what I'm going to be going to. Sean is my friend, he's my brother, and I mean, I was like, yo, like, this is what it would sound like. And I started the song, I produced the song, and I was like, Sean, yo, bro, I need you to listen to something. I need you on this. She was like, oh yeah, send me. I sent it to him. He's like, bro, yeah, when we record? I'm like, it's an inbox.
Right.
Let's go. The one with Ladipo, I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to do like I didn't want to do like an R&B, or I didn't want to do like a hip hop song. So I was like, okay, we're gonna make a funk or pop jam.
Right.
Like a retro jam.
That was the
like,
vibe I got to the
cause
song.
I'm like, yo, like imagine Ladipo just giving some poetic lines in this kind of vibe, you know. So basically, to cut the long story short, I actually just create the music in my head. I hear them rap, sing, whatever they do in my head before I even go into action.
Start working. So
Yeah.
basically, you are a envision my
Yes, I
project
do.
kind of
Yes,
guy.
I do.
That's your creative process. That's really cool, and I think that's how it should be.
Yeah,
because
well, it's different for other people.
Right,
Some
right.
people get into the studio and start creating the beat and stuff. They just start everything there.
they start to envision as they are
Yeah,
working.
as they're working. Yeah.
Anything that works for anyone, right?
Yes,
In the
bro.
end. So now, I would like to guess that your favorite song of the album is Black Crown.
It's one
But
of my
I could be
favorite.
wrong. It's one of
my
your favorites.
So
Okay.
it's hard for me because I approached every song with the same enthusiasm, with the same expectation, with the same hope, regardless of the fact that one might be a ballad, one might be an Afro pop, one might be an Afro beat song, one might just be funk,
Right.
you know. But when I go into the studio, I'm very open-minded, and I'm hoping like, yo, like this might be like the slowest song ever, but it could also be one of the most successful songs.
Off the album.
Yeah. So like I put in my all into everything.
That's cool. So now, in your words, you said, I think my discography
Yeah.
is an evolution.
Yeah.
You said this
Yeah.
before. So now, 3 albums down,
Yeah.
how has Reckless changed you as a person?
So when I told people the name of my album was Reckless, everyone was like, Reckless? Why Reckless?
Right.
Usually when you hear Reckless, what comes to people's mind is, oh yeah, just doing anyhow, just yeah, just like that's like just anyhow. But I chose not to be biased and take it from the dictionary meaning. Reckless is taking actions regardless of the consequences. It could be a good consequence.
Right.
It could be a bad consequence. You know. And I'm also taking it from a point of self-love, from doing things I want to do that would make me happy, for my mental health, that would just make me happy. You know, I'm not trying to impress anyone. I'm not trying to do what people want me to do. I'm just doing what I want to do that makes me happy. I'm doing what I love to do. So going into this project, I was like, yo, like this project, I'm just going to do the music as it comes to me, the music that makes me happy, the music that I'm in the mood for, you know, and it's new energy. If you also look at the cover,
Yes.
it's me elevated, it's me levitated.
Quite literally,
You know,
because you were up in the sky.
in a godlike manner, basically. And over time, I've come to appreciate who I really am, my abilities. The thing with creatives is we're extreme people. It's either you're modest or you're cocky, you know. And being modest comes with its pros and cons, basically. I mean, yeah, they say you're humble, and sometimes people take you for granted.
Yeah.
You know, and I used to be very like, I never used to blow my own trumpet, you know, and I'm like, yo, now
It's time to
Praiz,
be reckless.
no, Praiz, you've worked,
You've done the
you've
work.
tried.
Yes.
Like, no, don't worry, you've tried, you know. And I'm like, yo, like I'm going to blow my trumpet. I'm going to give myself my flowers. I'm going to rep myself, you know. And yeah, Reckless album came.
That's cool. So, are you saying that in future there's going to be a lot of Praiz being reckless? Is that something that will continue with the brand?
Yeah, I mean,
or?
but right now I'm trying to be evolve. I'm evolving. I've been evolving for a long time. From my first album to my first EP to my second album to my third EP to this album. The sound has changed. My writing approach, my writing skills, my vocal delivery has changed. You know, and I mean, music is a universal language, and I'm looking towards making music that is not just for Nigerians but for everybody. I'm proudly Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian. I rep Nigeria, and I do great music. That's where I'm going.
That's certainly where you will get to. So now the Afrobeat genre is now getting more traction than ever before. So you see a lot of Nigerian artists, you know, hitting these really big collaborations. So when it comes to you, Praiz, if you want to make music with some of these international stars, who do you look towards, you know, having on a future project?
If I was to do a collaboration, there are a couple of people on my radar. How will be one of them.
Nice.
Givian will be one of them. Not because people have done songs with him, but Justin Bieber is definitely on my list. Bryson Tiller is on my list.
Okay. That's a very solid. That's a very solid list. And I do hope that all of these collaborations happen. So I can just keep streaming and keep vibing.
Well, there's a plan.
Right, we'll get there. Okay, so lastly, to wrap up the conversation, when it comes to your music, right, and this particular album, Reckless, in what ways are the songs a reflection of your life? Is this an album that you had to dig deep into your experiences, your stories to create, or what exactly is Reckless?
Reckless is a reflection of everything around me. I write music, I create music from life, from everything that happens around me. My experiences, direct, indirect. I like to make music that people can relate to. And I decided to go in different dimensions, from being proud of your skin, being proud to be
I got that
black.
Message in Black Crown.
Like Black Crown, because I mean, like, I see a lot of people who feel like you need to be a certain complexion to be sexy.
Yes.
You know, and I'm one who likes to instill confidence in people. Like, you know, like you could be the darkest thing on the surface of the earth, but be the most sexiest thing ever. You know, also in the album, I'm talking about being a changed man, from being a player, trying to settle down with someone who I love. In as much as that doesn't really reflect my life now, because I'm still single. Okay. But I mean, I'm also very imaginative. You know, also talking about toxic relationships, talking about sex, song with Jesse Jacks, Intentions. You know, like, I just like to just talk about everything that we know happens in our lives.
That way you connect with everyone who's listening to your project. Thank you so much. It's nice having this chat with you.
Thanks for having me, bro.
And congratulations once again on the release of Reckless. And I do hope you have a lovely run. Thank you.
I mean, I got Boom Play. What do you expect, bro?
Right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Boom Convo with Praiz.